Peace. Is anybody there? Asshole, all up on my damn back. Stupid motherfucker. Retardation is running rampant. Let's see. What did I want to call this? Damn, I can't even remember the title. Peace Almighty. What's happening with you, Luis? Hey, can anybody see the title that I put up? If you don't mind, type it back in here in the what you call them in the chat. I forgot what the hell it was initiation, the number 4. But I don't know what the exact title was. But it's about initiation, grand initiation, and the number 4. All right, that's what's up. Appreciate it, bro. Grand initiation and the number 4. There we go. So, last year I turned 40. I've spoken on this, and I had, of course, I study all this mythology and study all this, tidbits of history here and there where I can get my hands on it. And I was familiar with how in ancient Kemet, in the mystery system, we have one account where the neophyte goes into training in the mystery system, and he or she stays there 40 years to graduate. And then we know one of the first people to break it down, George G.M. James, Stolen Legacy, about how the whole concept of Greek civilization comes out of ancient Kemet or Egypt, and how we get just a vestige of it today with our university system, where you go for 4 years to get a degree, okay? A degree of knowledge. Now, we're not gonna go all in about, about the college and universities and all that. It is what it is, You're living in the world of Caesar, so certain things, it's nothing wrong if you go to college or whatever to fulfill the requirements of living in the world of Caesar, but that does not make you intelligent either. But that's not even the point. The point is there's always some mystical attachment. Well, all numbers have mystical properties. Numbers are languages within themselves. They are archetypes. But dealing specifically with the number 4, we see that it serves as a base. Why do on a typical pyramid we see 4 corners at the base? And those 4 corners work to an apex. We see countless accounts throughout multiple scriptures from different books referencing the number 4. And we got 4 four epics or four eras. I'm saying it wrong, but I'm just going to use the word eras in Hindu lore. And this particular one that we're supposed to be in is called Kali Yuga. But you see again, four. You see four all throughout the Bible, okay? You got Lazarus. Lazarus is, he dies and he goes into the cave for 4 days. You got four gospels. You got four main prophets in the Old Testament. The rain kept going for 40 days in the Noah, the flood story. So what's the significance? Okay, well, we know 4 is a number of transition. It's a door, okay? But then you have to figure out, okay, well, where's the door taking me? So I'm giving you all this background, things you heard and you know, to tell you that when I turned 40, I was expecting like the heavens to open up, and I thought like some divine creatures was gonna come out of nowhere and wrap me in some robes and shit, and it was gonna be like, oh, you know, I was gonna have a big old gold ankh on and shit with diamonds and rubies, and it was gonna be on. Well, that didn't quite happen. I turned 40 and I got a motherfucking stomach virus. And then after that, for the first time in my life, I got the damn flu at 40. So somebody mentioned yesterday about the purge. And I was saying how the purge has been going on since the first soul was, you know, immersed into a body or to humanity. But individually in our lives, this big wide motherfucker, let me get by him. Individually in our lives, we go through cycles. Notably, the year is made up of 4 cycles: summer, fall, winter, spring. Okay? Okay, talk about the supermoon. Okay, we'll get to that. That's exactly where I'm going, but I'm slow. Gotta let my thoughts materialize. The 4. You got these 4 points. I lost my train of thought. Okay. Either way. So it didn't work out that way. I got sick. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You go through these. Each of us go through a series of initiations. And I'm not going to say everybody at 40 is going to have the experience that I had, but you're going to go through those initiations around some 4s in your life. Go back and just count. Just go back and review your life at 13, at 4, at 22, at 31. Go back and just look at what was going on. Why do Jews have the bar mitzvah at 13? There's an understanding about this frequency of this 4, because 13 is just 1 and 3, 4. So as I look back in retrospect, so I'm gonna tell y'all something here in a minute. I kind of play cards with my hand close to my chest. I don't share a lot of my personal business. Because I don't know who the fuck is out there listening and watching, to be honest. I only know a few people. But, and I'm getting somewhere with all this. As I look back in retrospect, it was the whole year was beautiful. It was a purging, and it was a year of initiation. But it is time to it's time to graduate. There's a not just with me. There's an energy that is abound everywhere, and it culminated in this super moon that we had yesterday and the day before. Yesterday, I think, was the last day of the full moon. It's waning now. Now, listen to this. I'll tell you something. Spring starts tomorrow. The first day of spring is tomorrow, which is why the supermoon was so significant. Now, you may think that spring starts on the vernal equinox. That's not when it starts. That is when spring is, that is the middle of spring. Let me give you the real seasons. And if you got something, you can write this down. If you don't know this or never heard this, let me give you the real seasons. February 2nd is the first day of spring. March 21st is mid-spring. May 1st is the first day of summer. Now, I'm going to tell you how you know that this is right. What do they call in the pagan world, or the world of the Wiccans, which is just still ancient science given another name? What do you call the summer solstice? See if somebody want to put it in the chat. What do you call the summer solstice in the pagan world? What's another name for it? What's the name of the festival that they celebrate the summer solstice with? Let's see, we'll give it a couple of seconds here. See if anybody wants to. No, your equinoxes are horizontal lines, and fall is your equinoxes. Equa like equator. So that goes this way. Midsummer is the one that crosses. That's the vertical. I just said the damn thing. Midsummer, that's it. Summer's festival. Now, common sense. Its festival be called Midsummer Festival, because it's the middle of the summer, because summer starts in May. So that means if summer starts in May, then fall starts on August 1st. All right? And winter and mid-fall is September 21st, which means that winter starts on October 31st. That's why you celebrate the Day of the Dead, because the earth is dying. The earth is going into its tomb to be resurrected. Once again, we see the number 4. The number 4 is talking about a transition. Now, tomorrow is called Imbolc. I don't know if any of y'all familiar with the pagan holidays. Imbolc, which is, it's same science, just different names. Imbolc means in milk. Now, I have never I've known about Imbolc for some years now, but I never really paid it much attention. Why this year it is really on my mind, and I'll tell you something. Tomorrow is my birthday. So I was born on Imbolc. But for years, I didn't know and understand that I was born on the first day of spring, the real first day of spring. And me personally, this is not just some conjecture or just some pontificating, from looking through some books. I can feel, I can feel the power. You know the old He-Man cartoon? He-Man was the motherfucking shit. If you grew up in the 80s, man, that that damn that is where I got the concept Masters of the Cosmos, cuz I love Masters of the Universe. He-Man. Now what did he say? He would say, by the power of Gray Skull, I have the power. Now, why the fuck did I bring up He-Man? I just lost my damn. I was talking about. That was a point I wanted to make with He-Man. Damn. I got caught all up thinking about the different characters and lost my train of thought. Battle Cat, there goes the cat, right? But why did I bring up He-Man? Oh shit. I gotta remind me. What was I saying before I brought up He-Man? I was talking about the 4 cardinal points and the initiation. Oh, because I was saying I got the power. And He-Man says when he transforms, now listen to it. And when he's in his normal human self, he's called Adam. Adam. And then when he realizes his power, he's He-Man. Okay? Right. That's where I got it from. That's where I got the idea, because I used to love He-Man, Masters of the Universe. So it was in my head, okay, Masters of the Cosmos. I literally feel this energy. Some stuff I just can't share. But I will say this. I was watching a video. This to show you how all I'm doing is sharing my adventures and my story so that you can, when you experience these things, I don't want you to feel like it's just a coincidence. If I can't get no other point across, understand this one. There are no coincidences. There are none. I swear. I swear on everything. Okay. I go, like I said, I really on this kid about him, but it's like I want to. I'm not doing this way. All right. Are we back? Are we live? Somebody, if y'all can hear me, type something in the what you call them. Just type a one. If anybody can hear me, just type one in the chat. Damn. Right. Are we live? If people pay more attention, right on. If people pay more attention to their thoughts, then they would see how stuff comes to life. Even this, this is okay. It's funny. This is exactly okay. Let me finish telling this little story. I was looking up this stuff on Mbulk, and I ran across this old white lady who says she's a witch, and she says she lives up in a mountain somewhere. And now she said something profound, and she said the same thing that you just said, Erica. That and damn, I hope this thing don't go out. That being a witch is not about dancing in a circle. She said it's not about dressing in black. It's about paying attention. Same thing you just said. Paying attention to your surroundings, paying attention to your thoughts, paying attention to everything going on. That's what it is. So if you're doing that, you're going to notice a whole bunch of stuff that maybe you never noticed before. Now, while this lady was talking, she mentioned something about a story. It's out of the New Testament, of course. It's about the birth of Jesus and how there were two witnesses there. And I was like, something told me, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna go and look that up when I get a chance. And I did a search, and I found out that this particular scripture starts out in Luke. But listen to the numbers. Luke 2nd chapter, 22nd verse through the 40th verse is this account. And the account is an old man and a woman go to the temple while Mary is purifying after the birth of Christ. And the old man basically says that he can go and die now because he has put his eyes on the Savior. Now I'm gonna tell you, for me, this shit gave me the motherfucking chills. I read this on my lunch break, and when I went back, I had the hardest time refocusing my mind and finishing my work, because we a lot of times we talk about this stuff, but there is nothing more exhilarating yet bone chilling at the same time to literally see confirmation of your words manifesting. Like you talk about something and then it manifests somewhere, somehow. Or You know, let me tell you what I'm getting at. I've been seeing 222, 222, 222, 222, and other numbers. You probably been seeing numbers too and trips. This year for me, my birthday is 222. I'm in the second month, which is what we call the second month. February is really the last month of the year, but we call it the second because we call January the first. So we're gonna go by our system that we use. Second month, second day in a number 2 year, because this is 2018. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 222. Now, the scripture that, like I said, I found says Luke, 2nd chapter, 22nd verse. Now, understand Luke is Luke means light. The word Luke means light. So I'm telling you, this shit be all around. That's why you gotta study language, because you'll have magical messages being given to you, and you'll think it's some bunk. You'll think it's some bullshit because you're not able to decode language. Shit be all around you. Luke, 2nd chapter, 22nd verse. The account starts. Okay? So it's telling me the light. And I'm thinking about all this is lining up with the supermoon just happened. Then the thing ends with 40. Okay, stay with me. I know I'm long-winded today, but this shit is just this is a real account of some shit. Okay. Last night, my wife is about to make some wings, and she's breastfeeding the baby, and she asked me to go in the kitchen and count out how many wings we got, because we was gonna take them over to her mama's house, and we were all everybody was bringing something. We was just gonna put a dish in, and everybody was just gonna have like a throw in, and everybody, like a potluck type thing. And she wanted to make sure that we had enough wings, or it'd be at least sufficient for more than us to eat. I bullshit you not. I start counting out the wings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, okay, 15, 25, and then all of a sudden I get to 30. I got to 35, and I'm looking at, it's only a few wings left in the little wrap that they came in. And I'm thinking to myself, would it be some shit if it turns out there's 40 wings in this package? Well, here goes some country shit for you. As big as Butch, turned out to be 40 wings. Now, you might be thinking, what in the fuck is this motherfucker rambling on about? This has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. Yes, it does. Have you ever heard they had them idiots in New York debating over them Hebrew Israelites and that con artist Polite were talking about, this was years ago, was debating over this whole thing of, did the Hebrew women eat their babies? It says it in the Bible, ate their babies, no. Debating over shit that is not even debatable. The Bible is not historical. It's not a book of historical events. It's talking about states of consciousness. So if you read something about some women eating their babies, it's talking about dissolving some type of energy. All right? Because the word eat means to destroy. So in Ezekiel, I keep going back to Ezekiel, God said, eat, Jehovah in there says, eat this word. Eat. That means destroy it. When I destroy something, I'm breaking it down, right? But look how language is funny. If I tell you I'm waiting on my breakthrough, then breaking is cool now, right? Because I'm waiting on a breakthrough. But for me to have a breakthrough, what gotta happen? I gotta get broke the fuck down. And when I tell you that my 40th year was a series of goddamn breakdowns after breakdowns, and not just starting that year, it was the culmination of 7 years of fucking getting broke down and thinking that, man, maybe next year is gonna get better, and the next year get fucking worse. Now I'm not saying I didn't have some uh some things work in my favor, but that's the magical aspect. When it's time for you to go through your dark night of the soul, you gonna have to go through it. I don't care how many damn magical tricks you think you know, or whatever the fuck remedy somebody done told you. Let me tell you some real shit. When it's time for you to go through your dark night of the soul, you're not gonna bypass that shit and cheat your way out of it. So don't disappoint yourself thinking you're gonna build an altar or do some ritual and all your motherfucking pain is gonna not exist. The magic is in the fact that you able to survive the shit and transcend it and become something else. Listen, the old man came to see the young Christ baby born, and he said, I can go and die now. That is talking about alchemy. You're getting broke down sufficiently is so that the old man or woman can now comfortably go and die. See, the old you can die once you get broke down enough. However, that has to happen. Whatever aspect that has to play out in your life, okay? Then when that happens, now the baby can grow up. The new baby. So when I saw 40 Wings last night, the first thing I thought was, I don't know if y'all ever, you remember one of my old broadcasts on Dr. Alim's network. I talked about when I broke down my name. My first name means destroyer. My second name means glamour, beauty. You know, so I read the old Sufi story of how the tiger uh, overcomes the camel, and Jamal becomes Jamel, becomes Gamel, which is synonymous with camel, glamour. So the story is telling you that the tiger, which represents true love, overcomes the illusionary or what appears to be. So I kind of spoke prophetically on my own life, on my own pain and suffering that was going to increase after I even said that. Jamal had to be destroyed. Now, I ain't finna stop calling myself Jamal, but we're talking about on a deeper level. When I counted out them 40 wings last night, I said, this is one of the final stages of my initiation at this particular level, so I can go on to my next stage. That Jamal is getting destroyed. So our meal last night for me was like the Eucharist or communion, like the communion meal. Understand what the real meaning of the communion is. You are breaking down the body of Christ. That means you are dissolving the power and the energy within you. And by breaking something down and killing it, destroying it, you then become it. You know, I got this apple in here that I ate while I was driving. Pretty green apple. But that pretty green apple gives me no nutrients until I can break it down. So I'm just saying this because somebody might be like I was, where I was thinking that magic could help me bypass. It doesn't. Magic helps you transcend and become through. Become something through the muck, the dirt, the shit. I was very knowledgeable last year by most accounts, but I am nothing. I was nothing compared to what I am now. When I tell you I can feel it, I'm not bullshitting. I'm a private person. I don't tell, but I contemplate shit. I wanna, and then when the stream dropped out, I said maybe that's the spirit telling me not to. I was like, I'm gonna share this, and it may not seem like much to you, but if you pay attention in your life, like Sister said, like Erica said, you will see miracles and magic are going on all around you, and then you'll start attracting like forces, and you'll start getting rid of motherfuckers who ain't about shit. Okay? Now, so I'm a little anticipatory about this particular birthday, because I feel like I've paid a certain amount of dues. I've paid a certain amount of dues, and it is time to reap some of the benefits. It is not no thing of I got it all, I know it all, I'm there. No, there's no such thing. But I tell you what, I have gone somewhere else. When I tell y'all I have gone somewhere else, and I have met people who have helped me go other places. Brother Bobby Hemmett used to say, my sincerity is my credentials. I'm a witness that my sincerity has allowed me to make certain connections at the time that I'm supposed to awaken certain aspects of my divinity. Some of you have found me or run into me, or we've run into each other through this medium, because it is a time for you to run into me. Hell, if it been 2-3 years ago, uh, it might have been on some shit that just some old. It might not have been nothing edifying for you. The time is now. The right time is the time that you in right now. And it's not just I'm special because it's my, this is my little, oh, let me sound conscious when I say it. Oh, happy solar return day. You can't say normal shit no more when you become so-called cunt. You got to put all this motherfucking, you got to sound extra deep when you, no, it's my goddamn birthday. That's what it is. It's all it is. Take too much effort to say shit all like that. It's my motherfucking birthday. What I'm saying is, it's not that it's just about me, about something special. I'm telling you, we are collectively this little small group of people who are interested in this type of fringe knowledge and information. We are collectively, you got to put the bazam on it. We are collectively going through a series of initiations. And the word I want you to think about is through. Just old simple word, through. TH, however you want to spell it. THRU, or you can spell it THROUGH. Through. Through is the word. Through. I'm going to tell you how deep this word is. At least I think it's deep. The word through originates from the word Der. And der is where we get the word door. Now look at all of the different uh, words and names we're gonna pull out of this through this connection. All right, you've got the Norse god Thor. Thor's talking about a door. You've got the Egyptian or Cometian deity Tahuti. The T and the D are interchangeable. Ta, da, ta, ta, tahu, tahu. Listen to the sound. Tahu, through. Now we know Tahuti is the god of thought. He's also called Thoth. Just listen to the names. So thought is going through. It is your thoughts that will go through the doorway. The mind is your mind, and your ability to speak are what make you immortal. Because your mind thinks the word and your speech creates it. Once you speak something, it does not just go and disappear and dissipate. All energy is constantly in movement. These words that we are laying out and these thoughts that we are taking time to formulate in order to form the words literally are building Solomon's new temple. Because these energy patterns, it's just like water. A wave just don't die. A wave, it might die down, but it returns back into the great mass of water that created it. So our ability to speak and think is what makes us immortal. And that is what takes us through the door. Now we know we've had so many events happen over the past couple of years. I mean, I've never heard of so many damn blood moons, super moons, mad moons, your mama's moon, your daddy mooned your mama. I mean, just a million damn moons and eclipses and such and such. Are these coincidences? Or are we getting messages about not just one door, but several doors that are open? Now, our challenge is being consistent and doing the work to go through the door. Now, this brings up another word, the word patience, a misrepresented word. Because sometimes we think patience means just sitting around and wait on something to happen. That's not what patience means. And I've struggled with this concept all my life. Uh, so, um, I'm gonna finish with just this right here. Go and get my son. Um, your patience does not have anything to do with you just sitting and waiting. Patience is about you having the endurance and the drive to keep pushing towards the reality that you know is real, even when that shit don't appear to be real. That's what patience is. Because the word patience literally means pain. So it is the pain and the agony of working towards a goal, even if you cannot see it with your tangible resources, like your eyes, or you can't smell it with your nose, but you can see it with your inner eye. You can smell it with your inner nose. And it is those components. You can taste it with your inner mechanism of taste. Your ability to keep working towards that, your ability to keep working towards that is your expression of patience. You are God having a human experience. This is Brother Jamal. reminding you to stay down until you get up. When you get up, stay down. And I'll be back at you real soon. Mastersofthecosmos.com. Peace.